Hey everybody, it's Robin and welcome to the Robin's Nest. Today on my channel, I get to make this really fun biker themed cake complete with a motorcycle cake topper. Now, I too have a bike and love to ride, so I'm really excited to make this cake for you guys. So let's get into it. So before we start our cake, I want to make a fancy cake board. So as we all know, motorcycles and leather go hand in hand. So I want to make my cake board look like a piece of leather. So I'm going to roll out some black fondant and cover my cake board entirely. Then I'm going to roll out 3 long thin strips and we're going to make a braid to go around the edge of our cake board as sort of a border. And then to finish it off, we're going to make a little stitch pattern right at the edge. Alright, here's my cake board and I think that turned out pretty good. I'd say it looks a little bit like leather. What do you guys think? So we're going to stick this somewhere warm and dry to firm up for a few hours because we want it to be nice and hard when we put our cake on it later. And in just a second, we're going to start working on our cake. So for today's cake, I've prepared 3 6-inch marble cake layers, and we're going to begin like we normally do by leveling, filling, and chilling our cake. And to fill these layers and do our crumb coat, we're going to be using some yummy chocolate buttercream. So I'm just going to use my cake leveler and we're going to start leveling out our cakes. So because my fancy cake board isn't ready yet, it still needs lots of time to dry. That means we still need a cake board to build our cake onto. So I'm going to use a 10-inch cake card here and we're going to use this to ice our cake onto. But I'm also going to use a 6-inch that's going to stay underneath my cake, and it's going to make it easier to transfer from one cake board onto the next. So we're going to begin by attaching our cake to our little cake board with a little bit of icing, and we're going to continue to fill our layers. Alright, now we're going to pop this into the freezer to chill for about 10 minutes just to firm up our icing layers a little bit. Then we're going to give it a nice generous crumb coat to prepare it for our layer of fondant. Alright, now off to the fridge to chill this and firm up our icing layer, and when we come back, we're going to start working on our motorcycle. Alright, so for our motorcycle topper, I'm just going to be doing a 2D version of a Honda Shadow. So, as you can see, I've just printed out a picture of one here, and I'm going to use this as my template to cut out all my little pieces. So I'm going to take some black fondant and roll this out fairly thin, and we're going to cut out the main shape of the body of the bike. So that way we can use that as a backing to attach all the little pieces to. So I'm going to roll this out and we're going to start cutting out all of our pieces, and you'll see what it looks like when I'm done. Alright, there is my little Honda Shadow cake topper, and I think it turned out great. I'm so happy with that. What do you guys think? So I'm going to set this to dry because we want it to get nice and firm because we want it to stand up on the top of our cake. And while we're waiting for that to firm up, we're going to grab our cake and get it covered in fondant. So for the color of our cake, I wanted to match the color of the motorcycle. So I mixed up some AmeriColor Super Red and AmeriColor Violet into my fondant to achieve this sort of maroon, sort of burgundy kind of color, and it's really pretty. So I'm going to roll this out and we're going to get it fairly thin, and we're going to get our cake covered, and then we're going to smooth it out using our fondant smoothers. Alright, so I got my cake all covered in fondant and I'm so happy with how that looks. My edges are pretty sharp and everything is nice and smooth. I do have a few little imperfections at the bottom there, but we're going to cover those up anyway, so that's fine. So next we're going to take a little bit of gold dust and water and we're going to paint some flames on the side of our cake. And I hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you are, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Alright, I got it on the cake board and I think that looks great. I didn't mess it up. So we're going to go grab our motorcycle cake topper and we're going to finish it off with a little personalized happy birthday message. Well, here it is, guys, my biker cake, and I couldn't be happier. I think it turned out so perfect, and that little cake topper is just so cute. I love it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, and let me know what you think about this cake in the comment section down below. Or if you have any other great caking ideas, I'd love to hear about them too. And if you haven't done so already, and you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you receive the notification every time I post a new video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.